What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never. Today I'm going to be covering HBAR. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
So as usual, I'm going to start with a little recap, and this was HBAR in my previous video, trading in a falling wedge. And I said this falling wedge has started to break out. However, the one thing that you need to watch out for is that we come up and have a bearish retest off the 21-day moving average. And I like to be able to back up what I say, so I'm going to play the video. Now, the question is whether or not it actually has the legs to get back above this previous local high. There is always that possibility that we come up and have a double top, or we don't even get that high and we get rejected off of the 21-day moving average. Fast forward to the current HBAR chart, and we had a massive explosion, but then price action still closed beneath the 21-day moving average. So in general, if you guys enjoy accurate technical analysis, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Help me pump that algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, I'll go deeper into what I'm seeing on HBAR at the end of the video, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So HBAR at the current moment is trading at just over 10 cents. Their market cap is 3.4 billion, which ranks 37th among all cryptocurrencies. And then their circulating supply is 33.7 billion out of a max supply of 50 billion, which is about 67.4% in circulation. Now, as usual, if you guys are looking to buy the dip on HBAR, I recommend using Binance or Coinbase. I think those are the two easiest centralized exchanges to use. But now we'll go ahead and take a look at the Hedera X account. And they just posted 3 hours ago that there is an upcoming session at Paris Block Week on April 10th. They say enjoy an afternoon of networking and sharing ideas with fellow Web3 professionals and builders. So if this sounds like something you guys are interested in, feel free to check this out. And then they reposted 23 hours ago. Web3 transforms consumer engagement by enabling global brands and individual creators to put their users at the center of the digital experience. For ticketing, rewards and incentives, entertainment, gamification, collectibles, and beyond, Hedera turbocharges this experience. And now they reposted SaucerSwap on March 29th. We're thrilled to share the latest progress on the SaucerSwap web app, server, and API. Our team has been working hard to optimize performance, introduce new features, and improve the overall user experience. Now, I'm not going to read through all of their improvements. However, this is fantastic to see. As I've said in several of my previous videos, look around at all of the hyper successful layer ones out there. They all have successful dexes because that is easily one of the best ways to get people involved with your ecosystem. And I genuinely believe SaucerSwap could be one of the best dexes out there. And then lastly, I want to show you this Lehman Baird reply on March 27th. And that's in response to what Blockworks posted on March 22nd. And they're talking about how BlackRock should have just stuck with Bitcoin instead of going for Ethereum. And then Dr. Lehman Baird said when we designed the Hedera network, we wanted to do things differently for Web3. The issue of receiving unwanted tokens is an unfortunate yet expected result of the lack of inflow controls for wallets and accounts on most public blockchains. For tokenization to reach its true potential, users must have the ability to control the limits of how they want to interact with their respective network. That's why we implemented token associations and receiver signature capabilities on Hedera, providing secure and flexible safeguards against unwanted spam and crypto dusting attacks for both enterprises and individuals alike. And I actually have a lot of people come into my comment section and ask why I still cover Hedera even though it's not pumping. And my answer to that is always the same. They are an extremely unique and innovative technology. Now, it may be true that they aren't pumping right now, but I personally don't believe it'll stay that way. If you just sit back and look at the bigger picture and you look at who they are connected to, I don't really see how they can fail. Obviously, anything can happen, but they look fantastic on paper. But now we'll take a look at some macro news that could affect HBAR's price action, even though it's not directly correlated to HBAR. So this is Watcher Guru's X account. And they just posted 10 hours ago that $143 million were liquidated from the crypto market in the past 60 minutes. And a big part of that was Bitcoin falling from about 68,500 down to about 65,000. And I will also go more in depth into Bitcoin's chart at the end of the video. And then BlackRock and Fidelity now hold 396,000 Bitcoin worth over 27 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETFs. And it seems like I'm talking about this in almost every video, but it is insane to see how fast these are actually growing. And now I won't show it in this video, but I've showed it in a lot of my previous videos, but I've been showing a clip of Larry Fink talking about the Bitcoin spot ETFs and how they are the fastest growing ETFs in history. So at this point, I truly do not understand how anyone can still doubt cryptocurrency. But then lastly, on March 30th, they posted 3,000 blocks remaining until the Bitcoin halving. And at this time, it was about 20 days away. And this is just crazy because it seems like time is flying. It felt like just yesterday when the Bitcoin halving was still 2 years away. But in general, this is awesome to see. But while we're on X, you guys should come over and give your boy a follow at Crypto Now or Never. I post on here pretty much every single day, and I'm constantly calling out opportunities that I'm seeing in the market. So I think you guys will get some very useful information. But then I do also want to take a moment to talk about my private Discord through Patreon. So at the current moment, I have 3 different tiers, but there are many benefits to joining my Discord. For example, this is going to give you guys closer access to me, and you guys are going to be able to track the cryptos that I'm personally buying, selling, considering buying, and even the cryptos that I currently hold. And just understand, a lot of these cryptos are microcap gems, less than $10 million million in market cap. They're the kind of cryptos that could absolutely explode this bull run and create life-changing wealth. And the cool thing is it's not just me calling out these projects. My community is also constantly calling out opportunities that they are seeing in the market, and they have been nailing some cryptos recently. For example, my boy Chop called out SaucerSwap and we made 61% in less than a day. And then my boy Manchester called out MindAI at a $1.9 million market cap, and it shot all the way up to a $32 million market cap. So you could have made up to 1,642% in 5 days. Those could be life-changing gains. But it's not just these projects. We have been making huge calls through this entire pump. One of the biggest calls that I personally made was GraphLink Protocol, and we made over a 40x. So if this sounds like something you guys might be interested in, I have the link right here on my YouTube homepage, and it's also in the description of the video. I would love to have you guys in here. We are building an amazing community. But now for the fun part of this video, we'll get into some technical analysis. And I'm going to be completely honest, HBAR is very simple right now. Price action came up and got rejected off of the 21-day moving average and then broke straight through the 50-day. That is not a good sign at all. Now you could argue that we are starting to form a double bottom. However, there's a pretty good chance we actually fall down to this other double bottom at just under 10 cents. Either of these levels could work great as support. But in general, there really isn't a whole lot to say. I will not be bullish on HBAR until we get back above these levels. As long as we are trading beneath the 21-day and the 50-day, I will remain bearish in the short term. Now, lastly, we'll take a look at Bitcoin as it's correlated to most altcoins. And this is also Bitcoin on the daily time frame. And very similar to HBAR, price action is broken beneath the 21-day moving average. That is not what we want to see at all. Now, in this case, though, we did not break beneath the 50-day, which is a good sign. So honestly, I'm kind of expecting us to come down and touch the 50-day moving average at about 63,000. And there is a decent chance that we do get a bounce off of it. However, we do not want to break beneath it. If that happens, I could still see a reality where we fall all the way down to about 59,000. And if that level breaks, we fall all the way down to about 51K, 52K. And purely from a trend standpoint, you could argue that Bitcoin just came up and put in a lower high, which is also not good to see at all. But honestly, all of this plays into the weekly time frame on Bitcoin, and I've been talking about this for a long time. But the reality is that price action is trading way above all of the moving averages. We ran up so explosive that we never had a chance to come back down and retest these levels. And if you look back in Bitcoin's history, we always come back and retest these levels. So I've been saying for a long time that I wouldn't be surprised if we just started to bleed or at least trade sideways for a little while. It would give the moving averages time to actually catch up, and it might not be the worst thing in the world for altcoins, because through this initial pump, Bitcoin dominance has been super high. So it's possible that if Bitcoin finds its footing, altcoins are going to start rallying. But also, as I say in every single one of my videos, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So just understand, crypto is still an extremely volatile asset class. Anything can happen. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments how high do you guys think HBAR will go this bull run. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.